Hello, this is Mike from Cornerstone. I just want to take a few minutes to share wait a minute, something's not right here. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to share with you how transparent I am, but you saw right through me. Give me about 2 seconds here. There we go. All right. So we kind of open up the discussion today, kind of hitting the concept of transparency. I'm going to come back to transparency because it really is the cornerstone of what we're going to talk about today. And the foundation of what I'm talking about in good leadership is authenticity. You know, I was getting on the internet and I was looking at leadership styles, and I would find things like, there are 3 basic leadership styles. And then you find another site that says there are 4 basic leadership styles. And then you get into another site and it says there's 5, and there's one that says there's 7. And what was fascinating is that one of them talked about the authentic leader. And that's what I want to talk about today. Authenticity, what does that mean? It really does begin with transparency. So in those 7 styles, in the 5 styles, in the 4 styles, there were 2 edges that were extremes: the autocratic, the authoritative leader. And then you had one what they call the laissez-faire. It's kind of like anything goes. And there really is no leadership. Just trust your people to do what they want to do. I don't agree with either one of those extremes. I think it is a sin of extremes in this case. But there are styles that are in the middle. And if practiced right, it doesn't matter what type of leadership you are. What's important is that you're an authentic leader, and I wanted to talk about that. So it really gets down to transparency. And when I look at transparency, overly transparent leaders have a tendency not to generate what confidence is the best word, generating confidence from their people. They're too open. They wear their emotions on their sleeve. It's just one of those situations you can't really figure out what's going to be today. So that confidence level is lost. And if you look at the completely closed, non-transparent person, that type of leader doesn't necessarily foster trust. You don't know what their agenda is. You don't know what the motive is. You don't know what the marching orders are. You're just given orders to move forward. And really, as people, we have a tendency to trust people to give us a little bit of kind of a reason of what we're trying to do. So I had to think about, okay, transparency. I'm a transparent person. I know that I'm a transparent person, and I can be overly transparent sometimes. So what I have to do is I have to practice, and I'm going to use the word discretion. Practice discretion in my transparency. That really means that there are certain things, certain emotions that I'm feeling that really are none of your business, and I don't need to share those things. Or there's certain things within my character, certain things within my personality, and really transparency reveals one of those 3 things. And trust me, character and personality are 2 separate things, and that's for a whole nother moment. We'll talk about that later. But the idea is that I had to learn to show a little bit of discretion. Now, I was really good about, if you share something with me that was private between us, I better show expression. That's me being faithful to you as a friend, being faithful to you as one of my employees, being faithful to you as my boss. Your boss would share something with me that was between the 2 of us, I had to keep it. So discretion was a big part of that. So if I was to come up with a formula for what does it mean to be authentic, I think it's about a level of transparency so that I can build confidence within my team, and that level of discretion where they can trust me with information. They can trust me with the information that I'm giving them. So this week, it's funny. Everything that I talk about, we're talking about leadership, I find it works in my personal life too. So personally, professionally, take a look at authenticity and see how that works for you in getting a little bit farther in your relationships and in your leadership activities. Thank you once again for a wonderful moment, and I look forward to talking to you next week. Bye-bye.